is Lila.
I am Nadia.
Hi, I am Jack.
And I am Jocelyn.
And we're the Plastic Pollution Police.
We had a great opportunity to interview Natalie Fee.
Natalie Fee is the founder of the City of the Sea.
She's an award-winning environmentalist author.
Her current book is called How to Save the World for Free.
Enjoy our interview!
Can you suggest ways we can protest the plastic pollution problems in our community?
There are kind ways of protesting, kind ways of being heard. It doesn't have to be angry demonstrations and marches, and because they're all people too, and they have jobs, and people who work in plastic companies, you know, to them it's a job, and they may even love their job. And so there's ways that we can communicate with them that can be done in a kind way as well. Sometimes we need to be angry and we need our voices to be heard. And sometimes as well, we can show up in a creative and playful way. There's such a thing called craftivism.
Hi, Jack.
I recognize you from the film.
Oh, thanks.
So I was just talking about something called craftivism, which is a way that you can get people to change their minds, or to maybe change the way that they do something in a big organization by engaging with them with craft, art and craft. So for example, we've got a big supermarket clothes store over here called Marks and Spencer's, and they weren't paying their staff very good money, and they weren't looking after their staff properly. And there was a campaign by some craftivists, which is like an activist, who's just someone who's doing something to campaign for social or environmental change. And they made handkerchiefs. Do you know what a handkerchief is?
Yes.
I mean, they don't exist much anymore, do they? But, you know, like a little piece of cotton that you might blow your nose on, which is reusable. You don't have to use single-use plastic because you can put it in the washing machine. So anyway, they wrote the names of all the people on the board, so the shareholders of the company, and they stitched these beautiful handkerchiefs with their names on, and it said, "Don't blow it." So a bit of a joke about blowing your nose, but they were beautiful, beautiful handkerchiefs, and they sent them all to them individually before the vote on whether they were going to vote for the workers to have fairer rights and better pay, and they won. Yeah! So there are ways that you can engage people in making change in the world that can be kind and gentle and quiet, as well as noisy and angry and loud. You need both sometimes, but just so you know, there's other ways of doing it.
Jack is working on a film about a new laundry detergent called True Earth.
Yeah, have you ever heard of it? It's called True Earth, and it's like this little thing. It's not plastic, and it doesn't use any plastic in its container. The tampon stripped, and then boom, you put it in the washing machine.
I think it comes in like a cardboard box.
It does.
It's a single sheet that dissolves in the wash and has all the laundry soap you need for a wash.
Yeah, I think I might have heard of them, but they sound like, woohoo, there it is. Yeah, that's very clever, isn't it? There's some, look at that. Yeah, I have seen that, Jack. I've seen those around. There are some really clever inventions coming out that can mean that we can use a lot less plastic, or even stop using it altogether, and things like that. Would you like me to read you a poem to finish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so one of the poems I wrote recently was called If the Earth Had a Birthday. So I'll read you that one. I'm not going to be able to see you while I read it because I've got to bring it up on my computer. So it's called If the Earth Had a Birthday. If the Earth had a birthday, it would be so much fun. A day every year to shine back at the sun. We'd light up the skies with an I love you. Hop up mountains dressed like a kangaroo. We'd dance in the forests and skip in the streams. Sing songs to the shadows and shush our machines. No one would go out to work that day. We'd wake up with the light and get ready to play. Bake green and blue cakes that taste really nice, but that make a big bang when you cut off a slice. Everyone would write down the wild bits they treasure, the things on the earth that give them the most pleasure, like soft mossy carpets or babbling brooks, or the flowers that grow in the pavement's nooks. The buses and trains would be free to ride, so everyone could go out to the countryside. There'd be giant picnics and parties galore. The granddads and grannies would roll on the floor. The doctors and nurses who couldn't join in would have rainbow biscuits in an earth-shaped tin. And anyone too poorly to go outside would be given a sunflower to keep by their side. The whole day would be gentle and kind and good at the seaside, the river, the park, or the wood. We'd give thanks for the wonderful stuff the world brings, for the air and the rain and the oceany things, for the soil and the bugs and the trees and the smells and the daisies and dandelions and watery wells. It would be a day filled up with singing and rest. Of all the days in the year, it'd be simply the best when everyone joins in and remembers to say, "Oh, glorious planet, have a happy birthday."
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. What a special thing to be able to come and meet you in your houses on the other side of the world. And it's morning there and it's nearly the end of the day here. Well, it's nearly 3 o'clock here. But isn't it special? What a wonderful world we live in where we can meet each other in this way. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.